Hey guys, welcome back to another vlog. I realize, yes, it's quarantine and I'm in the outside world in my car, but before anyone freaks out, please don't come for me. In Alabama, they allowed the hair salons, and I think the nail salons too, to remain open if they could accommodate and meet certain standards. And so I have a hair appointment today. She just opened her own salon and it's just gonna be her and I, and she only has one person that works there with her, so if someone else was there, they'd be across the room. So she assured me that, you know, they do all the things, like all the sanitizing things and stuff like that. So I'm gonna assume that it's safer to go to the appointment than to go to like Walmart, which I have to go to Walmart or Target like every other day to get milk because the babies go through so much milk, you guys. It's crazy. But so I am breaking quarantine today. I did put on makeup today too. Two reasons. The first, because I haven't been wearing makeup being I got home. I haven't had to wear anything except for like mascara. But for two, because sometimes she takes like after pictures, and the last time she took one, I wasn't prepared and I looked crazy. So I wanted to be prepared in case she took an after picture, you know, and makeup makes me feel good, you know, just kind of being stuck in the house. It feels nice to get outside, to see sunlight, actually drive somewhere, and I think having a hair appointment is gonna be good. She's going to highlight all of the dark up here, and she's just gonna move the rows upwards. I can't go too long or they'll start like nodding and stuff. So that's what she's doing today for the appointment. I just pulled up. They are gonna bring coffee to my car and I'll be headed to the appointment. I'm still trying to, like, our Starbucks and all those things closed, so my Starbucks video is on hold. I had 2 drinks left and I couldn't finish it because they closed, even the ones in Target, and I completely understand why. But this is my friend's coffee shop and he's a local, like, small business, and I still want to try to support some of the small businesses because, you know, they're staying open and this quarantine is really affecting a lot of small businesses. So I'm ordering a coffee from his shop and then I'll be on the way to my appointment. But welcome back to another vlog, you guys. I miss you guys, and this quarantine is, everything is just so wild, and I don't want to talk too much about it because I know that's all you hear right now. But yeah, I miss you guys so much. Being on YouTube has just, I just love this community still. I know that I don't post as much as I have been because everything is so wild, but I want to assure you guys that this is still a priority in my life and I'm not just like throwing it on the back burner. Okay, this is the coffee that I got. It is just a regular mocha frappe. I just wanted to get something, you know, something sweet and a treat. If you guys are ever in this area, it's called Mr. Coffee Bean. I literally just noticed that he drew on that little face mask onto his cup holders, and I am dying laughing because I didn't even notice. And the owner, he is such a sweet person, and a lot of you guys actually do live local. You should stop by and grab a coffee and tell him I sent you in there. It's just it's super good. So it looks like the other stylist is here with another client, but she assured me that it was going to be completely fine, so I'm honestly not nervous about it. I do trust that it's going to be okay, as long as, because she is following all the rules that the state of Alabama put in place for, you know, salons and certain places staying open. So, I'm trying to get my life together here. Let's go.
Impress, no stress, though they're waiting. I keep them waiting. Makeup on fleek, high heels, ripped jeans, they're all waiting. I'm on my way, yeah. Looking in the mirror at myself like who that? Swag on 1,000 and my girls got my back. We just won the party, call me tequila shawty. We just won the party, yeah, yeah. You can bring your friends, we won't mind it. We just came to dance and go all night long. The look in your eyes, you can't hide it. Ooh, baby, I know I turn you on. You can bring your friends, we won't mind it. We just came to dance and go.
You'll love it. You're a miracle worker.
Are you good? Let me get out.
It looks so good.
Like, now I'm in it. Get out. I don't know where to go.
Oh my gosh. It looks so good. You're back in it again.
Let me just go through here. There we go.
Oh my gosh, it looks so good though.
You good?
Yeah.
Jared asked if he could take me out, so I was like, whatever.
Oh, he hearts you. I don't know if he hearts me, but
So someone can't play nice with others, can you? Look, Winnie. Wanna see? What's that? Look, Winnie. Winnie. Look right here. Right here. What's this? Huh? What is that? Hmm? You don't know? Say hi. So as she gets older, she is being more mean. And the twins are just stark opposites. Like, she is so mean. And meanwhile, Rafferty is like the sweetest baby ever. And you're not very nice. You're so rough. Hmm? You're so rough. Winnie. Winnie pig. Ow! Ow. Ow. Why do you smile when you're hitting me? Ow. You only smile when you're hitting me. Huh? Alright guys, it's quite a bit later now. Everyone's in bed except for Aniston. She is watching her, she has movie time before she goes to bed. And I wanted to really quickly just go over something that I said in the last video that has you guys just kind of confused. And like, I'm fine talking about it. First off though, this is the curling iron that she used on my hair today. She didn't put any hairspray in, so it's like fallen now. But this curling iron is a longer barreled curling iron. So I was having a big issue with, I bought that T3, the white one, and I love that curling iron. Like, I just bought it a few months ago, and you guys know I love it. I love it, love it, love it. But because my hair's long, even my real hair now has gotten longer, when I wrap it, there's like a lot of hair hanging off. And so this is the, I think, third time she styled my hair using this curling iron. And she just happened to have one in the salon. And I was like, I need it. So it's just much easier with hair my length. Even if my hair was a little bit shorter, I'd still need this because you can get all of your hair on the barrel. I'm gonna link it because I feel like you guys probably will ask about it. But when she finished my hair today, the style, the curls were perfection. And every time she does it, it looks so good, but I can't recreate that with mine. This is the Bio-Ionic Long Barrel Styler. So if I can find it online, I'm sure it's online somewhere, so I'll link it down below for you guys. But I have never had my hair look as good as when she styles it with this specific curling iron. I don't know if it's because it's longer barreled and she can get a more seamless curl, or if it's just the curling iron brand itself, but I don't know. It's amazing, and I just kind of was like, okay. Oh, I can actually pull it out for you. So here is the barrel. Like, it's like a long barrel. Like, my barrel stops about like right here, so like it's an extra like 1.5 inches of room. And I'm like, this is gonna make it so much easier and probably so much faster to style my hair. Okay, so in the last video I talked about the rush, you know, that we decided to go ahead and file now, get everything done now as far as my divorce goes. And I mentioned that he wanted to do it now, to basically rush it, do everything right now. We can't technically rush it right this second because like the courthouses and stuff, you know, they're not in session. They've like quarantined as well. However, we can go ahead and draw up the paperwork now. And a lot of you are like, what's the rush? What's going on? The rush request was his. However, I don't think he's doing it to be mean. I just realized my daughter drew all over my closet door with a pen. Quarantine life. There's pen mark all over the closet door. Help me, Lord. Pass the wine. If you're a mom in quarantine, I feel ya. I feel ya. It was his request, but I don't think he's doing it to be mean. It's just that we both have gotten to a place that we're past moved on. And I think that now that I'm able to have conversations and, you know, he's able to be, no offense, but a mature adult and speak to me, we're able to communicate and be fine. And so now we actually spent an hour and a half almost, I think, total on FaceTime the other day, just talking about like what I think is fair considering the situation and, you know, what we're gonna agree and compromise on. So we came to an agreement, and which is, you might see some pigs flying around outside if you look outside, but we did come to an agreement, and it's okay. And I know that I'm not sure how everyone else's divorces go. I know that when I was watching Caitlin Nyers, I was shocked at how civil it all seemed, and I was like, no, that's not possible. And if you would have told me like in, you know, a month or two ago that we were going to be this civil, I would have been like, BS, this is not going to happen. But hey, quit. But as of right now, it's civil and we've agreed. So I'll be having the papers drawn up, and then hopefully by the time I get them sent over and he gets them signed and we get it back, hopefully we're a little bit further into this process here of what's going on, you know, all over with the quarantine situation, and courts will start opening back up and we can go ahead and move forward. You know, it's fine. Like, we are both at a place that's completely fine. You know, like I said, this has been going on for longer than you guys know. And it took a lot for me to get to a place that I was okay. And I've been okay for a while. Sometimes when I bring it up, it still kind of gets to me. But I think that's completely normal. Like, he's moved on. I've moved on. And we're at a really, really good spot. So that's kind of why the whole, you know, moving forward and rushing it. Like, I didn't really want to rush it. I know a lot of you guys get the idea that he wants me to rush it so he can screw me over, and I'll be the first to jump to his defense and say that he's not trying to screw me over. There's things that we butted heads on that I'm like, I don't think that's fair considering, but we've been able to work through that. And at the end of the day, I think that I'm being at least treated somewhat fairly in this process, and a part of me does just want to get it over with, but I did want to be smart about it. So we're at a good spot now. I think that we've just come to an agreement, and I have prayed a lot about this, and I know that God's the one that's gotten us here. I know that he's the one that has caused this civil relationship to form. Basically overnight, he just became civil, and it was like an answered prayer. I'm glad that we can remain friends. That was the one thing I was worried about, like how I was going to be able to handle still respecting him as a person and still trying to be friends, but we're there. And I'm very glad that God has put it on my heart to be forgiving and to just be at peace with it. And he's putting me in a really good direction, I feel like, which we'll talk about that later on. But thank you guys for coming back for another video. I just wanted to address that because I wanted to make sure that I spoke more in depth about it, because I kind of just like mentioned it and everyone's like, whoa, hold on, what's going on? But yeah, I do appreciate you guys coming back for another video. I hope that you guys are staying healthy and safe, and you're having a lot of fun, not pulling your hair out with the kiddos. I mean, I'll be honest, it's a shock for me to have them all at home too, because I'm used to, you know, being at school all day, and it's been like busy trying to still school Aniston and, you know, be there for the twins, and it's wild. Like right now, it's just a wild time. So comment down below how you guys are doing. I'd love to hear from you guys, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.